72 सदस्यता अर्पण के इस समारोह में आप सभी का पुनः साहित्य अकादमी की ओर से अभिनंदन और स्वागत है। आज हम प्रख्यात लेखक और चित्रकार प्रफुल्ल मोहंती जी को 72 सदस्यता अर्पित कर रहे हैं। मैं साहित्य अकादमी के सचिव डॉक्टर के श्रीनिवास राव से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वे आदरणीय प्रफुल्ल मोहंती जी, साहित्य अकादमी के अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर चंद्रशेखर कंबार जी, साहित्य अकादमी के उपाध्यक्ष आदरणीय माधव कौशिक जी और साहित्य अकादमी के उड़िया परामर्श मंडल के सम्मानित संयोजक विजयनारायण सिंह जी को कृपया मंच पर लेकर आए। एक बार कर्तव्य ध्वनि से हमारे आज के मैं साहित्य अकादमी के सम्मानित सचिव डॉक्टर के श्रीनिवास राव से अनुरोध करता हूं कि वे अब स्वागत वक्तव्य देते हुए सभी का अभिनंदन करें।
Namaskar and good morning to all of you. Respected Professor Chandrasekhar Kambarji, President Sahitya Akademi, respected Professor Prafulla Mohanti, Eminent scholar, poet and writer, Shri Madhav Kaushik ji, Vice President Sahitya Akademi, Dr. Vijayanand Singh ji, Eminent Odia scholar and also the convener of Sahitya Akademi's Odia Advisory Board, and we have with us a galaxy of writers and scholars. Then Mishra ji, Yashodhara Mishra ji, Devalas Chudreji, Amarendra Katwa ji, and all the Bala Sahitya Puraskar award winners with their family members, ladies and gentlemen. I am glad to welcome all of you for this ceremony to confer Sahitya Akademi Honorary Fellowship on Dr. Prafulla Mohanti ji. Friends, there have been wonderful scholars and poets from India who have migrated to other lands for a variety of reasons, and make no mistake, all of them have made India proud. Dr. Prafulla Mohanti is one such fine gem, the treasure which India produced, and his works are the living testimonies that he has not forgotten the land of his birth and also has been striving to bridge two civilizations. From Nagpur to Mumbai to London, the journey of Dr. Prafulla Mohanti is a remarkable one. From a poor village to JJ School of Art to Leeds is no ordinary journey. This journey demonstrates Dr. Prafulla Mohanti to pursue excellence irrespective of the hardships and costs that came along the way. Those hardships he overcame and excelled not in one field but multiple fronts in architecture, art, poetry and criticism. It is not very often do we get to see such a personality who is an expert in many diverse fields. I just mentioned that he did not forget the land of his birth and his works such as My Village, My Life, Nagpur, a portrait of an Indian village, Village Tales, and Changing Village, Changing Life reflects his deep understanding of Indian culture and also portray his thoughts on the land of his birth. This is the land that produced best of philosophies about the world and inner self, sublime poetry, lofty and noble thoughts, choices of tales, and the assortment of cultural traditions unrivaled anywhere in the world. Dr. Prafulla Mohanti has deeply absorbed these philosophies and has applied them in various forms of expressions, art, poetry, etc. It is no wonder that he has received many accolades in his long and illustrious career, and he deserves much more. With these few words, I am glad to welcome all of you for this ceremony to confer Sahitya Akademi's Honorary Fellowship on Dr. Prafulla Mohanti. Thank you all. Now I request President Sahitya Akademi to welcome the Honorary Fellow with a shawl.
अरे कहाँ है भैया
I'll read out the citation, thereafter we will present the fellowship plaque. Prafulla Mohanti was born on 11th July 1934 in a small village Nagpur, Odisha, to Bipracharan Mohanti and Rama Devi. Growing up in a village by the river Birupa, a branch of the Mahanadi, surrounded by mango groves, palm trees, lily and lotus laden ponds, the birds which filled the village air with songs, the butterflies and expansive paddy fields and hills containing Buddhist monuments. He was always close to nature, which played an important part in his development as an artist and a writer. His mother encouraged him to read and write before he went to school. He remembers his early experience of learning to write at the village Chatashali on a villager's veranda. The teacher helped him to draw 3 circles on the mud floor with the help of clay chalk while reciting Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. The shape of the circles remained etched in his memory forever, generating an enduring interest in art and writing. As he opened his eyes and went around the village, he saw the presence of the divine everywhere. The circle became the red Bindu on his mother's forehead and also Jagannath's eyes, which glowed like the rising sun. The circle represented planets, the lotus and the nature around him. As he grew older, Prafulla Mohanti found delight in composing poems. It was difficult to use rhymes, but his teacher did not dampen his interest. Instead, he spurred young Prafulla Mohanti to focus on finding words to write, as his mother used flowers in a garland and not be bothered about rhyming. Soon village women would come to him to write letters to their faraway husbands. Since, like many adults, they were illiterate, it was left to the young boy to phrase the letters suitably to convey feelings and emotions. A group of interact lyrical storytellers who narrated the stories by using poems from epics and modern poems from other states like West Bengal and Hindi poets would visit the village periodically and entertain with their songs and music. Those entertainers brought literature to the people who could not read or write, and by listening and seeing the villagers educated themselves. Often they would draw on scriptures, and young young Prafulla Mohanti would sit up late into the night listening intently. Art was a part of life, and art being divine, literature, dance, and drama were all interrelated and not fragmented, and he experimented in all these forms. The whole world is one. There are no barriers between human beings. He prayed to the Hindu gods and goddesses with his mother with folded hands. His mother's use of her hands for religious gesture, cooking and other chores fascinating him, and then he understood the meaning of hands and how hands are used to create beauty in art and literature. His post-secondary education was first at Odisha's pre-eminent institution, Rabindra College, then at the prestigious JJ School of Art in Mumbai, where he studied architecture. He went to Leeds to study town planning in 1960. Following a spell as a town planner for the Greater London Council, he decided to devote all his time to writing and painting. In 1964, his first solo exhibition was held at Wakefield Gallery, and since then he has exhibited in other parts of the world, including India. His art is recognized playing an important part in the development of modern art in India, and has several paintings in the collection of National Gallery of Modern Art, Delhi, and several collections in the British Museum. From the time of his arrival in London, he believed in creating understanding between people through art, literature, and culture. My Village, My Life, Nagpur, a portrait of an Indian village, his first book, was published by Davies Poynter, London in 1973. Simultaneously, an American edition was brought out by Krieger. Corgi's paperback version of the book gave it wider circulation. The book was unique in being the only book in English written by a villager about his village. It was widely reviewed and praised for its vivid portrayal of life in an Indian village. Being the only person from his village to have a Western education, he was able to view his village from inside and outside. The villagers in the book speak of their hopes and fears, their customs and beliefs. Prafulla Mohanti uses simple language and short sentences to narrate lives lived. The book was translated in many languages, and UNESCO devoted a special international issue on the magazine UNESCO Career based on it. The BBC portrayed a documentary, My Village, My Life, which was shown during the Festival of India in London in 1982. The book is now on the syllabus for postgraduate students in English, and some chapters are included in undergraduate reading list. In 1979, he arranged an exhibition based in the book My Village, My Life, relating his art to the art of Nagpur. When the British government was arranging the Festival of India, they invited Prafulla to become a member of the Festival of India committee. He worked hard to include modern India into the program of the festival. Davies Poynter published Prafulla's second book, Village Tales, in 1975. Here, he recounts the stories his mother and grandmother told him during his childhood. The stories give an insight into village life, and Prafulla's simple style makes the reading enjoyable by adults and children alike. Prafulla Mohanti's third book, Through Brown Eyes, published by Oxford University Press in 1985, is a collection of his experiences in Britain since his arrival in 1960, ranging from the surprising sight of a fat pink baby in a prom to shocks of racial prejudice and feelings of loneliness. He is torn between his village and the life as a writer and artist in London. For its candid and sensitive portrayal of an Indian artist and writer living in England. The next book, Changing Village, Changing Life, was published in 1990 by Penguin Viking in London. As a sequel to My Village, My Life, it delves into the changes taking place in rural India. A Penguin paperback came out in 1991 and it was translated into Japanese. In 2004, Pimlico Books published Longing Odia Poems by Devdas Chotre, created in English by Prafulla and featured his drawings. The book reveals his poetic expressions, The poems are rich and sensuous. 2012 saw another publication by Pimlico Books, Shunya, an important monograph of Prafulla Mohanti's paintings and a comprehensive introduction. He believes that everything emerges from Shunya and finally dissolves in it. The Bindu appears in Shunya, goes on expanding into a circle, turning into the cosmos and the universe. Then it contracts back to Bindu and disappears into Shunya, the space without dimension, Prafulla Mohanti says. The book is dedicated to his closest friend, late Derek Moore, a barrister and senior civil servant who played a vital role in his life. Prafulla Mohanti has written numerous articles in his mother tongue Odia and English. These were included in books, magazines and newspapers in and outside India. Revansha University and the University of Culture Bhubaneswar recognized Prafulla Mohanti's outstanding contributions to literature and art by conferring honorary doctorates. Prafulla Mohanti feels honored and humbled by the fellowship of the Sahitya Akademi and is deeply grateful. He knows too well that what he owes to it, Nanpur, his village, the source of all his inspiration. Sahitya Akademi takes immense pride in bestowing its highest honor of an honorary fellowship on Prafulla Mohanti. Now I request President Sahitya Akademi, Professor Chandrasekhar Kambarji, to address this august gathering.
Dear Dr. Prafulla Mohanti, Dr. Peter Dr. It gives me immense pleasure to be present here before the August gathering. Literature and other forms always have intrinsic relationship, and as a playwright, poet and director, I can say in my experience it is so. I am very happy that Dr. Prafulla Mohanti is receiving honorary fellowship of Sahitya Akademi and he is an artist, poet and writer. India is a land such tight demarcations that one finds in the West exists for us. It is one spectrum that accommodates diverse thoughts, philosophies and expressions. One of Dr. Mohanti's works focuses on sunny Shunya and the land I am coming from, Karnataka, has been focusing on Shunya, various perspectives of Shunya and the expressions of Shunya that is not a void as understood in the West. All in all, I am very happy that a personality who has excelled in faith and channels and several art forms is receiving this honor today. May more such scholars receive Akademi's honorary fellowship. My best wishes to Dr. Mohanti and all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Prafulla Mohanti bless all of us.
Was an artist who bent, loved right, dances, makes up stories, writes poems. His village taught him how to use hands creative. Everything in the village was handmade. The potters, the stonemasons, the carpenters, the weavers, the farmers, and was the most important. So he wrote through the circle which got ingrained in my system. The village. When I was 11 years old, I was preparing for my exam. I'm sitting on the veranda with a medical lamp, reading. The village husband would come and sit in this distance of silently for about 10-15 minutes. Night after night, every night, in the rain would come. And try to come. Then one night it did turn up. I don't know why it didn't come. So next morning, I went to the river bath, but returning, the village told me there was one, I think, a 2-bed snake, and it was being healed by Eminent settlement. So it was there. His life on the floor, on the ground. His wife was crying. His children were crying. I stood at that person and he died in front of me. I was so upset. I was thinking, wow, you were here yesterday. What happened? What did you do? There. Thank you. I came home, so I stood out. I came home, but couldn't tell anybody, to my parents or anybody else. Just thinking about life and death. A holy man was visiting. He said, "Son, what is holding you?" I told him about this. He said, "Life is an illusion. The only truth is God. I'm going down, spreading the gospel of God. You come with me. Be my disciple. We'll go around, spreading the gospel of love and God." And that really interested me. And I was thinking that I'd go with him. Somehow, my father understood what was happening. So he asked the holy man to not go quietly, politely, to go to leave the house because of his son. Then I thought, if I were to become a doctor, I would help my village. So after my matriculation, I went to study science at the Rabindra College. Couldn't do well. I didn't know what to do, but because medical college would accept me. My father didn't have the money to educate me anywhere. Then, luckily, I saw an advertisement in the Samaj Odia paper, but architecture in Bombay. And there is a scholarship of 100 rupees a month was attached to it. And the condition was I should send a sample of my drawings. So I did. It was accepted. And that day when I received the letter, I was so happy that I wanted to dance. And I went to Bombay. 3 days by train. That's one wonderful experience. Bombay was large city, all one. Next day I went to college. Beautiful. Sarges is footpath, trees, old buildings, Gothic style. But I made it. The teachers were very, what do you call it, affectionate. They treated me like their son. My college hostel was in Bandra on the bank of, on the shores of the sea. I spent 5 years there, drawing. That passed my architecture, got a degree. Everybody was going to England because they thought English qualification was the best. I thought I should go. I went. I arrived at Tilbury, passed through the immigration. There's no control. The immigration services said, I hope you're as happy in my country as I was in yours. I said, England is also my country. So, if you read through brown eyes, you know how I struggled to establish myself as an artist, a writer, a painter. For an immigrant to be accepted, it's not easy. Very, very, very difficult. And everybody asked, where are you from? I said, my village. Which village? Nagpur. Which is Nagpur? So they already said in India. They knew nothing about my village. There was a single book in English, only in English. Then I thought I should write a book about my village so that people should read it. I was thinking about going to various publishers. They said, what are qualifications? I said, I'm an architect, I'm a town planner, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, write poems. So, okay, we'll consider. Like that, 3 or 4 years passed. I was composing what to write about it. Sent my essays. There is a magazine which is published in London, and they published it. And then Architecture Review published my article, and that gave me real courage that I could write in English. Then again, by chance, I met a publisher. We became friends. Raised the Miss Pointer was his name. And in 1971, my village was almost destroyed by cyclone. Just for me to Nagpur to help my village. I didn't have enough money with me, so I told my friends to contribute. So I told my publisher friend, please, will you give me some money? He said, if you write a book about a village, I'll publish it. No, I said, if you give me a definite contract, I'm going to write all the latest wall painting. So in 3 days, the contract was made and signed. A definite date was fixed. And the book was published. And there, the publishers have got publicity agents. So, in my first book, not known, I knew nobody would write about it. And nobody will read it. So what happened? The BBC made a program about it. Then the Times Research Supplement gave a large review where the critic said it was one of the most beautiful books he has read. Then all of us started debating. The listener, a famous British writer, also said it was a very beautiful book. So that book became well known and made me a writer. And then I was a painter and a writer, an architect, town planner, but I'm a villager. So I'm very happy to be here and grateful to Sahitya Akademi for honoring me. And this honor is not for me, it's for my village who created me. And it is for villages all over the world which are being turned into concrete jungle. My village, which is an organic village, is now totally destroyed by thoughtless planning of the government. A road goes through it, divide the village into two. A rail line goes through it, it demolishes my school, which is built for children. I can't understand what this government is doing. I'm sorry to say it, but this is what is happening. We're almost saying silently. Why? We're not writing about it. We're not protesting. The writers have the voice. We're going to give the voice to the villagers. We're going to give voice to India. What happened to this voice? Please, all unite and make this India a beautiful place where everybody is smiling. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Bhavan Singh ji, the convener of Sahitya Akademi Advisory Board, to say a few words.
Honorable President, Sahitya Akademi, Chandrasekhar Kambarji, esteemed Vice President Madhav Kaushikji, our beloved Secretary Dr. K. Srinivas Rao ji, my most respected English writer and scholar Prafulla Mohanti, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a proud privilege on my part to have this opportunity to speaking a few words about an international acclaimed literary figure like Prafulla Mohanti, on whom Sahitya Akademi confers. It is the highest honor, honorary fellowship. Whatever I shall speak about Mr. Mohanti will be just a bird's eye view of his amazing personality and unique literary output. Mr. Mohanti was born 11 July 1934 in a beautiful village named Nanpur, situated on the right bank of the river Bhavan, which is a branch of Mohanti in Jajpur district of Odisha. The village is surrounded by paddy fields, mango groves, palm trees, swaying in the wind like dancers and ponds full of lilies and lotus. In the distance, there is a range of hills containing ancient Buddhist monuments of the world, famous Lalitagiri, Udayagiri and Ratnagiri. However, there was then no electricity supply to the village. There was no communication and medical facilities. Still, the villagers lived happily. Mr. Mohanti walked barefoot about 2 kilometers to the school in the next village, Kusupur, district Cuttack, Odisha. After completing his school education, Mr. Mohanti studied science in International Ravensa College, now Ravensa University, for 2 years, and then came to Bombay, now Mumbai, to study architecture after being an architect from JJ School of Art. Mr. Mohanti came to England in 1960 and gained a diploma in town planning from Leeds University, London in 1964. He worked as an architect planner for Greater London Council 1970 and then gave this up to devote himself completely to creative writings and paintings. Thus saying that morning shows the day is fully and truly proved in case of Mr. Mohanti. From the very early period of childhood, and he showed the signs of his literary talents from school career. While studying in school, he wrote poems and stories. He edited the school Nandakishore Vidya Mandir Kusupur magazine. As it was not possible to print the magazine, he wrote down in articles in his beautiful handwriting. He made 2 copies, one for the school library and another copy to be circulated among the students' friends. He and his friends met every day under a huge banyan tree near the school and discuss their poems and stories. From the very early period of his life, he had an ardent love for reading and writing. Mr. Mohanti is internally acclaimed as a writer for his book such as My Village, My Life, Indian Village Tales, Through Brown Eyes, Changing Village, Changing Life, Longing, Sunya, My Village, My Life was published in Davis Purtier, London in 1973. In the same year, it was also published in America by P.C. Kurgi, also published this book in paperback and circulated throughout the world. My Village, My Life is a unique book in the sense that it is the only book written in English by a villager about his village and Indian village culture at that time. The book has been translated into several world languages. The BBC prepared a documentary on this book and it was shown during the Festival of India held at London in 1982. It was highly appreciated. The BBC people flew from London to village of Nagpur for shooting the documentary. The famous English writer Ronald Wilder says, My Village, My Life is one of the most beautiful books I have ever read. The book guides us through the Nagpur lens in Indian's mind. Dr. Davis writes in Sunday Telegraph, you can feel Indian's heart beating in my village, my life. It is a vivid portrait of Indian village in clear, dispassionate prose. John Morris writes in Sunday Times, the most intimate portrait of an Indian village I have ever read. but also a reminder of what we in the Western world have forbidden in our desirable to free ourselves of what we think of as the ties of family life. Mr. Mohanti has painted a vivid picture of his life in the village in India as it was lived then. The villagers who speaks in turn tell of their hopes and fears, their customs and beliefs. This is a book with a rich flavor and a strong feeling for the Indian people. The book was also so much popular that it was prescribed by Utkal University in Odisha for the study of the PG students in their course, and some chapters of the book were prescribed for the UT students in Odisha. Mr. Mohanti, Indian Village Tales was published in 1975. The Davis Spanter, London. The writer has collected some timeless stories expressing the imaginative power of Indian villagers to be enjoyed both by the children and the adults. Mr. Mohanti was told these delightful stories by his mother and grandmother in Odia during his childhood. He has written those stories in short and simple sentences that appeal every reader's heart. Mr. Mohanti's Through Brown Eyes was published by Oxford University Press, London in 1985. This book was also published by Penguins in India. Mr. Mohanti records his surprises such as the sight of fat pink baby in a palm and the shocks of the racial prejudice and loneliness. The book has been widely reviewed and appreciated. Mr. Mohanti, Changing Village, Changing Life was published by Penguin in London in 1990. Penguin also published a paperback edition of this book in 1991. This book has been translated into Japanese language and has been widely reviewed both in England and outside. The book provided a unique insight into the heart of rural India. Mr. Mohanti, besides being a writer of repute, is also an international known painter. Longing, published by Books of London in 2004, contains a series of poems with rich imaginary. Mr. Mohanti has transcribed some of the Odia poems of Devdas Chotrai in English in Longing. London is also published Mr. Mohanti's Shunya in 2012, which contains some of his important paintings with an exhaustive introduction. In addition to this, Mr. Mohanti has written innumerable essays and articles which have been published in journals in India and abroad. In recognition of his creative contribution to literature, he has been awarded honorary degree from Rabindra University and also by the University of Culture, Odisha, and Impact Odisha. Mr. Mohanti is also an international known painter. Like his writings, his paintings are also rooted in his village. He has held one-man exhibition of his paintings in many parts of the world, including Europe, America, Japan, London, and India. His paintings have been collected in famous museums and galleries all over the world, including British Museum, National Gallery of Modern Art, Sahitya Akademi New Delhi, Leeds City Art Gallery, Wakefield City Art Gallery, University of Leeds, University of Sussex, University of Kent, Museum of Modern Art, Bradbury, Academy of Fine Art, Kolkata, Air India, First National City Bank, ICCR, and many more private collections in India and abroad. Despite his long stay in London for over 60 years, Mr. Mohanti is rooted to his village, its culture, tradition, and language. Every year, he flies to his village from London and spends 3 to 4 months with the villagers in a year. He is a friend of his villagers and he extends his helping hand to all the villagers at the time of their need. Every year, he holds Indian festival in his village in which Pala, Daskatia, and Kondinacho, Gitinatyo as shown. He encourages the village women to sing and paint. He has opened a school for the unprivileged children of the village Nanpur of Odisha, where they learn music, dance, painting, computer, besides their usual lessons. Even at the deep age, he continues to come to his village every year. He loves his village and villagers, and the villagers love him. This love has given him strength to write and paint. The most amazing thing about that Mr. Mohanti is that he is divinely endowed with a strong willpower. He is completely original in his thought. He is like himself only. Sahitya Akademi has rightly conferred it is a highest honor, honorary fellowship on such a deserving, genuine and rare scholar and writer of India, abroad. On this happy occasion, on behalf of the Sahitya Akademi and on my own behalf, I wish Shri Mohanti good health and long life. I am also thankful and grateful to Sahitya Akademi authorities. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavan Singh ji. Now I request Sri Madhav Kaushik ji, Vice President Sahitya Akademi, to address this gathering.
Respected Shri Kambar ji, President Sahitya Akademi, most revered personality Prafulla Mohanti ji, Vijayan ji, Rao Sahab and all the authors and artists coming from all over India. It's really great honor to have such a great artist and writer with us. I was thinking that he is the real son of soil. Coming from a very small village, going to the west, living in London, and still having deep roots in his own village. That is a miracle nowadays. Think our children and grandchildren, they just go to attend the petty English schools in our India, and when they come to home and they say, I don't know my mother tongue, I don't know Hindi, I don't know Uriya. And he's the man who has told Western that India is still great. He is the real son of God. एक बात आपने महसूस की होगी, मोहंती की पेंटिंग्स देखते हुए आपको कविता सुनाई देगी और इनकी किताब पढ़ते हुए आपको पेंटिंग दिखाई देगी. The pictorial quality of his writing is unique in itself. ऐसे बहुत ही कम लोग रह गए हैं जिन्होंने हिंदुस्तान की स्पिरिचुअलिटी को हर तरीके से दुनिया के सामने रखा. जब राव साहब और विजयानंद पढ़ रहे थे, द अल्टीमेट एम ऑफ द शून्य, अल्टीमेट डेफिनेशन ऑफ द शून्य, दैट एनवलप्स द होल यूनिवर्स इन इटसेल्फ, ये हिंदुस्तान की मानता है. And he proves that a common man can get uncommon achievements with his own hands. Really a great honor for all of us and an exemplary figure. हमें भी ये सोचना चाहिए कि कभी कभी हम अपने छोटे से गांव को पूरी दुनिया में तब्दील करने की हिम्मत रखते हैं और रख सकते हैं. आइए, मोहंती जी को अपने बीच पाकर हमें लगा कि असली हिंदुस्तान का असली बेटा जब तक है, हिंदुस्तान जो आगे बढ़ता रहेगा. नमस्कार, जय हिंद.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आदरणीय माधव कौशिक. मैं साहित्य अकादमी की ओर से आदरणीय प्रफुल्ल मोहंती जी, डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर कंबार जी, श्री माधव कौशिक जी और विजयानंद सिंह जी को बहुत ही धन्यवाद देता हूँ, आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ. और आप सबके प्रति भी आपने बहुत ही धैर्य के साथ हमारे प्रिय कवि और चित्रकार को सुना और उनके सम्मान में शामिल हुए। मित्रों, ये कार्यक्रम यहीं संपन्न होता है। आप सभी जलपान के लिए आमंत्रित हैं। पीछे जलपान की व्यवस्था की गई। आप लोग 5 से 7 मिनट के भीतर चाय पानी पीकर कृपया पुनः इस हाल में आ जाएं, जिससे कि हम अगला कार्यक्रम शुरू कर सकेंगे। अगला कार्यक्रम जो हमारे पुरस्कृत लेखक हैं, वे अपने अनुभवों के बारे में हमसे बातचीत करेंगे, अपने रचनात्मक अनुभव हमसे साझा करेंगे। आप सभी जलपान पर आमंत्रित हैं और उसके बाद 5 से 10 मिनट के भीतर कृपया हाल में आ जाइए। नमस्कार।